Time and time again, we have seen influencers and celebrities' careers get destroyed after just one controversy. We have also seen celebs totally ignore their crimes or accusations and continue to succeed while the internet argues back and forth. But almost never have we seen someone accelerate their own controversy to the masses and declare their own career as over after being proven innocent of their crimes. Angry Reactions is one of the most famous and beloved TikTokers of all time who decided to abandon his career after TMZ reported that he was arrested for domestic abuse. And even though he has thousands, millions of people proclaiming his innocence, he still feels he has to clear his name. Little did he know, clearing his name would actually just dig him in a deeper, darker hole.
Putting their hands on me, I've never called the police on her. She's showing bruises of me defending myself from her, and she making the internet think that... Bro, you know this, bro. You know this, bro.
During the height of the pandemic, Wonye Johnson, who goes by the name Angry Reactions on TikTok, exploded in virality after posting this video reacting to a girl making a cake.
Can I start off by saying, can y'all like not be mean to me? Like,
who being mean to you?
Or people always will say shit like, oh, if you're a creator, if you make content, you have to expect hate. Like, you can't get mad about it, whatever. Like, I'm sensitive, y'all. You tell me my cakes look like shit. Yeah, it's gonna
Who said your cakes look like shit?
Being said, all y'all
point them out.
Comments. I hope you know
that cake look good.
The video amassed more than 40 million views in 24 hours. Viewers loved the dichotomy of him looking extremely aggressive and intimidating, yet screaming words of positivity and support. If I passed you on the street and I don't say a word, I look like the angriest person in the world. But when you actually get to know me, I'm actually a really positive person. At the time of filming his viral video, Wonye was actually homeless, living in the car his videos were filmed in after his landlord evicted him. According to Johnson and his ex, Jillian, neighbors complained on countless occasions and allegedly called the cops for overhearing loud shouting matches. Johnson told BuzzFeed News there were never any charges pressed against him, and that he and his ex are on good terms today. Johnson's ex, Jillian, confirmed these accounts. Wonye is big, and his voice is bigger than mine, so neighbors could only hear him, Jillian said about why their landlord evicted him. I'm not sure why he decided to tell BuzzFeed that he was involved in domestic disputes while receiving his first major press interview, but it's interesting that his involvement in domestic altercations was a topic of discussion from the very beginning of his career. Despite the setbacks in his life, posting this one video gained him 700,000 followers overnight and over 1 million in less than 24 hours. From there, a trend emerged where artists of all different kinds began making artwork of his angry face, to which he would react to and shower them with compliments.
What is that, man? Oh my gosh. I see it. That's me. How you doing this? How? Explain yourself. This is fantastic. God, that's me. What's going on? A pancake? God.
Wonye quickly became people's daily dose of positivity and motivation. He built his entire brand about uplifting people, spreading good news, and providing a necessary break to the endless amount of negativity poisoning social media. This is a tall task for someone
so how does
out
this
their car
devolve
during the pandemic, but people loved Angry Reactions. He shot up to 7 million followers in 3 months and eventually would surpass an astonishing 27 million followers, which is in the top 130 accounts across the entire platform. His whole life changed. He was making a full-time income on TikTok, securing huge brand deals with Pizza Hut, Hyundai, Planet Fitness, and inspiring millions of people all around the world. And over the past 3 years, he has become one of the most overwhelmingly beloved TikTok creators, which is why his fans were shocked to read on February 18th, 2024, Angry Reactions Wonye Johnson arrested for alleged domestic violence. According to the TMZ report, Wonye Johnson was arrested on the evening of Monday, February 12th in Burbank, California, after a woman called from a hotel to report an altercation. Cops say that Johnson and the woman got into a verbal argument that turned physical at one point. We're told the woman did not need medical attention, but Wonye was still booked on a felony domestic violence charge. He posted $50,000 bail and was released. Now you'd expect this story would be huge news, but really the only major news publication that reported it was the New York Post. Some bigger blogs like Unilad and Complex reported the story, but let's be honest, do TikTok users even even pay attention to what major news outlets are reporting. They look to their favorite TikTokers to report drama, crime, and current events.
True.
But even those people weren't exactly...
But then people post this on TikTok, and now TikTok info spreads pretty fast. Maybe we'll do the thing.
flooding the algorithm with this story. I only found one TikTok with over 1 million views, and based on comments like, "Why am I seeing this in April?" with a whole thread of people replying the same thing, leads me to believe that people found out about his arrest months after the whole thing was over and resolved. Then again, I am aware that many reporters could have deleted their TikToks after the story played out a little more. But it's safe to assume that most people found out about Wanye's arrest when he addressed it directly on his own TikTok.
I know y'all been seeing what's going on with me. All the news articles,
which is
all the
fine.
pages posting me, all the comments, all the TikTok videos people making about me destroying my character. I want to start this video off right. I don't think domestic violence is funny in the slightest. I see the comments, right? Oh, angry reactions, finally had an angry reaction. I get it. Some of y'all is kids and some of y'all just trying to be funny, but this is something that's happening in real life for me.
It's easy to understand why Wanye felt like the whole world was attacking him, but from a non-biased outsider, most of the people watching his TikTok had no idea about the arrest before he addressed it.
Medium take it. Lukewarm take. It's not because not a lot of people are saying it and it's under the rug, whatever. They want to leave it like that. Nobody wants to keep building something, make a career, and keep doing good and to bloom with this looming in the dark until like one day it comes ad will work, and now you look like the guy who didn't mention it, who tried to hide it, and even though it's not deliberate, people will make it deliberate. And let's be honest, if I were to defend somebody like that, you would say, dude, you're defending him, dude. He was trying to ignore it, and you know you would say that 100%. So he's going ahead of the curve and attacking it head on. It's not the best PR strategy, but I think if you continue doing good, whatever, this is the way to do it.
His video received 786,000 likes and over 7 million views. His side of the story got more views than any other version of the story.
But I'm gonna give y'all the detail I feel like y'all need to know. This was a situation of me getting attacked from a woman and defending myself. I was being attacked by a woman, and the slightest bit of defense landed me in jail. I don't know why everything happened the way it did. I don't know why it's a felony case, because once the cops showed up, she didn't even want me to go to jail. She was begging them not to take me to jail. I done lost friends. I done lost endorsements. I done lost sponsors. I done lost a lot of things in these past 24 hours. All off of an accusation.
It's also important to understand that the masses did not know who his girlfriend was. Sierra Willman was his girlfriend involved in the case, and she is also the mother of his...
Okay, fair enough, but in a lot of domestic abuse cases or whatever, right? When the police shows up, the girl doesn't want a guy to go to jail or whatever, and doesn't want things to happen like that. I'm just saying, it's a very common theme.
His
so
then
it's
6-month-old child.
All the positive content I pushed out into this world, and I couldn't even get the benefit of the doubt. People immediately crucified me before they even found out what actually happened. And I just find that so crazy.
Crucified is an extreme word here. Most people were confused, unsure, or totally unaware of his case. Most of the reports on his case were very unbiased and neutral.
This all started with a verbal argument that turned physical with a woman that Angry Reactions was with in a hotel. It's currently not known how the woman knows Angry Reactions. All we know is that she did not need medical attention after this altercation.
But since his entire brand was about love,
TikTokers are so like content brain rot. Why are you talking about a guy and a girl, right, in your TikTok, and you're putting the guy next to fucking Charlie D'Amelio in your fucking background? Like, that's so deliberately and stupid. I'm over it, dude.
She did not need medical attention after this altercation.
but
So
since his
fucking
entire brand was
stupid,
about
man.
love and positivity, even the slightest bit of uncertainty probably felt like a monsoon of hate. And I'm sure people in his DMs were very ruthless.
The article said alleged domestic violence. It said I got arrested for alleged domestic violence. The woman needed no medical attention. It said a verbal altercation turned physical. Nowhere, anywhere did it say I put my hands on a woman.
But after Wanye addressed it, an overwhelming wave of support came his way, and exactly 2 weeks after he addressed the allegations, he posted a TikTok of a black screen with text reading, "Not guilty, case dismissed." Along with that, he deleted every single video from his TikTok account, so the only thing left on his page was him addressing the allegations and saying his case was dismissed. One comment reads, "Y'all's apology better be louder than the hate." Another comment on YouTube reads, "He's guilty, 1 million views. He's innocent, 200,000 views." Most of the time this is true. The hate, criticism, or allegations will go viral and do permanent damage to someone's career. But this was not really the case for Angry Reactions. This report of him being cleared of all charges has nearly 10 million views. This other TikTok received 5 million views saying, "If I ever find that girl that falsely accused Angry Reactions of abuse and ruined his life, it's on site." With all the comments on these posts being overwhelmingly positive and supportive of Wanye. Publications like TMZ and Complex did not follow up and say the charges were dropped, which is unfortunately all too common in the news world. But when you search Angry Reactions arrested on TikTok, most of the videos you will see are either proclaiming his innocence or at least clarifying the whole situation. Despite this, Wanye thought the damage was done, and he decided to quit TikTok forever.
My reputation is completely tarnished because you may know I'm innocent, but let's say 50 million people heard that I got arrested for putting my hands on a woman, right? I would say like 10 to 15 million people, if that, heard that I was innocent. Do you understand? That means 35 to 40 million people still believe I put my hands on women. So, in all honesty, bro, I just think this angry reaction, aggressive shit will never be the same after this. That was the comedy in it. The fact that I was so mad and aggressive.
Guys, you guys say who cares? It's the internet, but you're not the one in the crosshairs. Like you're putting something in such like a easy to deal with situation, or whatever. But you're not the one dealing with it. Like it's just gonna lame. Like any beef, any shade, any whatever that's gonna happen with him, and the first thing is gonna be, isn't that the guy who's got convicted of hitting some girl? Yeah, and and it's just people are giving him like the complete short end. It's just dog shit.
Now, when you see me, you're gonna think about this case, especially the people who still believe that I'm guilty.
Now you lose all sorts of footing.
Brand,
it's just lame.
These people not hitting me back. They're not apologizing. They're not saying, "Yo, let's get back to work. We just did this for our safety, the safety of our company." None of that is happening, bro. Everything I lost still remains. People ain't banging on my door to like work with me. Everybody is keeping a distance because it's not about the fact that I'm innocent. It's not about that. Even though I was the victim, the fact that I got arrested and all of this is around my name, they don't want to work with me.
This is a harsh reality that influencers and celebrities have to face. Your worst moments will be broadcasted and spread like wildfire.
You have to power through. It sucks. I don't like it. Who does? You gotta power through. Some people are at the top of the charts with like 8 cases of abuse plus. Like some people are still dealing, they're still gonna court over abuse shit and they're on top of the charts. Stacking racks, brother.
And your accomplishments will be whispered. Then again, it's also a reflection of what the audience wants to indulge in. Most people say they want to watch
people coming strong with the craziest shit. You gotta be stronger. It is what it is. You gotta be able to tank, brother. And if this guy's about positivity, show that. Show that you can tank and still be positive. People need and want to see that. People live through that, brother.
Positive and uplifting content, but then find themselves only watching negative or content about people's downfalls. But the only way to combat that is to keep going. It's good that Wanye waited until the case played out to address everything and explain himself, but quitting TikTok just allows the destructive media and the hate commenters to win. With him quitting and disappearing, now the story is he was accused and he disappeared. Some could argue that makes him look more guilty. Now I can understand if his motivation to be on the internet in general was destroyed based on this controversy. But the best way to prove your innocence is to just keep pursuing your vision, especially considering that he was one of the few popular creators whose entire brand revolves around positivity. And on
I'm a hypocrite. I'm gonna be a hypocrite. Bro, I'm just telling you, this shit's hard. You gotta do it.
Top of that, erasing his whole TikTok and Instagram is him erasing his legacy. Now there is zero chance that his videos showing his good intentions and positive influence could ever be shown in the algorithm. All his hard work has been undone and erased by himself. But this is not where the story ends, because after the internet forgave him and seemingly moved forward, he continued to live stream on TikTok for hours discussing the situation with his fans, even addressing Sierra directly.
We have a son, and what's crazy is you're in the apartment that I'm paying for right now. You're in an apartment that I'm paying for.
Bro, this is not a good look. This is terrible.
Right now. You have to see me. You're doing all of this internet stuff. You're talking about getting a restraining order on me. All of this started today because I was trying to talk some sense to you. I never got loud. I never got aggressive. I never got none of that today. You did. You did. All of this started because I was trying to talk to you.
Now that's crash
out.
out.
See me. You're doing all of this for the internet.
Chat, that's crash out. Sorry. Chat, that's just crash out. I had to say it because that doesn't achieve anything.
But when you see me in real life, Sierra, it's only me and you, and we both know what it is. So what you gonna say to me then?
Once the charges were dropped, I think we can all agree that that's where it should have ended, and this situation should have continued to be handled between Wanye and Sierra. But instead of moving on and quitting social media like he said he wanted to, he continued to speak publicly.
I don't crash out, bitch. I fucking cash out, motherfucker. Fuck you. Suck it. Suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it.
About what was going on. And it wasn't until after he brought this to the internet once again that Sierra finally decided to come out and share her side
I
of
was
the story.
making a sketch. Chill out, brother.
Everyone, I did not want to have to do this, but since Wanye wants to go on live
Oh, God.
and spread a bunch of lies,
Yo, you know what? Yo, both of them, please, brother.
I just want to come on here and say that he's lying. If I wanted to press charges against him, I could have had him locked up for a while for him putting his hands on me. I have proof of him putting his hands on me multiple times, and he constantly wants to say that I put my hands on him first. There are times that I have because he screams in my face, like literally inches from my face, and I have to push him to get away from me. He has pushed me and put bruises on me while I was pregnant. He has put his hands around my throat to choke me. He has pulled out a gun recently on his birthday over FaceTime. He pulled out a gun and said he was on his way over here with a gun. And I have proof. I have a screen recording of that. I have proof of what happened with the police report. He was actually very scared of the police report getting out because he ripped the TV off the wall. He kicked me while I was holding our baby, and he smashed my phone, which is like the third phone that he smashed of mine.
All of the comments on this post, which had 300,000 views, are showing support for Wanye. They are taking his side. Sierra then posted multiple pictures of bruises and scratches all over her body, as well as the TV being ripped off the wall and the phone smashed. And again, many of the comments are supporting Wanye. Sierra also posted a text message chain that read, "I'm sorry, can I please take the car? You threw me across the apartment and tried to drag me out, so sorry for not being extra nice. And you completely broke my heart last night. I'm an emotional wreck right now." Wanye said, "I told you to go in the hallway before I did anything."
Not a good look, brother. I gotta keep it a buck,
This
chat.
text is by him saying "before I did anything" was her way of trying to prove that he admitted to putting hands on her. But we have absolutely zero way of knowing if this text chain is about the arrest, nor do we know if the bruises she posted were proof of Wanye attacking her. Sierra then posted a screen recording of a FaceTime conversation where the two are screaming at each other for multiple minutes. iPhone does not allow you to capture audio from a FaceTime call with a screen recording, so there is no sound. But even without the sound, you can feel the intensity of the argument.
Okay, yeah, we hear this things all the time. Why did she get into a relationship if she knows all of that? Sounds like her problem. You can never do that. Don't do that. It's odd. It's odd. You don't know how these things go. Like it's a pretty common bad take or whatever. It's just bad. Bad. Terrible.
Sierra
Terrible thing.
also claims
Just
that he
don't.
was loading a gun and threatening her, but you can only see this alleged gun in the first few seconds of the video. Again, I must reiterate that Sierra posting this evidence was not viral news. It's not like the whole internet was suddenly back on Sierra's side and crucifying Wanye, but to him, it felt that way. So he decided to go on TikTok Live again in front of 5,000 viewers and address Sierra's claim on Sierra's side and crucifying Wanye, but to him, it felt that way. So he decided to go on TikTok Live again in front of 5,000 viewers and address Sierra's claims.
I didn't see it.
However, he broke down worse than ever.
Hands on me. I never called the police on her. She's showing bruises of me defending myself from her, and she making the internet think that. Bro, you know this, bro. You know this, bro. You know how you raised me, bro. You know how you raised me, bro. And I just got through all of this drama. And she was on my side. She's sitting there telling everybody, oh, I could have sent you to jail if I pressed charges. And brother,
I mean, if there's some weird info / things we don't know, whatever. I mean, he kind of taunted, like, you guys. I hate to make it like transactional, but she had all the leverage, and he kind of poked the bear. Guys, it's not a great take, but if you talk about human interaction, that's what's gonna happen.
I just want you to.
I'm just saying how that works.
You know, Ed. You know. I'm not this type of. You know this. You know this, bro. Everybody coming at me again, bro.
Seeing the immense pain Wanye was going through made people believe that he was telling the truth. I stand with Wanye for real. I'm not gonna lie, as a man you gotta remove yourself from the situation and just go to court for custody, bro. Some of y'all are slow. The case got dismissed and he was found not guilty. Sierra responded to Wanye's live stream with even more videos telling her side of the story.
When I say I put my hands on this man, I'm telling you, I only ever pushed him out of my face. He will get loud and aggressive and be spitting in my face. He like inches from my face. The only thing I've ever done to put my hands on him is to push him. And for people that keep commenting on my pictures saying like, oh, it's self-inflicted and all these kind of things, saying that I broke the TV and all this kind of stuff, where's the proof of me attacking him? And then I give you guys this proof and you're still gonna say I'm lying? He started this by going live and talking shit about me, and I felt like I needed to speak my truth. It's been so long that I've been letting him lie just so he can save his reputation and his career, but he wants to do this for what? Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna allow it to keep going this far. I didn't want to press charges against him just because I just didn't, okay? Like, I've been with this man for almost 2 years. You know, I still have so much love for him. I didn't want to like ruin his career or anything like that. All you people that are sitting here calling me liars and like saying that I'm making all this stuff up, this is exactly why women don't come out and say these things. They don't tell their truth because of people like you. I don't care about ruining his reputation.
So you're missing a bunch of points that are important here, okay? There's the world where things, like how these things look like, and there are people who live in the real world, okay? Her living in the real world, it doesn't discredit her story to go on with this. The line of thinking isn't that bad. They have a child together, right? And one way or another, she kind of depends on his success for survival, okay? People will alter how things go and how they proceed based on survival. That's just kind of how things play out. So it may be true. Don't disintegrate the argument just because you wanted to disagree. I'm just watching, but don't do that.
Or anything like that. That's not what I want to do. I want to speak my truth because he wants to go on live and talk about me and make me sound like I'm such a monster.
I find it interesting that the reason they are both speaking out is because of how the public feels about their relationship. They're not talking about how they want to create a better environment for their child. They definitely don't want the police involved, but they both want to protect their perception to millions of strangers online. So then Wonye posts a video that he claims is proof that he is a victim.
You sitting there slamming doors and crying and singing a Cardi B because you can't go to a f***ing birthday dinner, bro.
It's more than that.
What is
It's not just me not going to a party. It's the fact that you don't even care to like try to include me in and when I show that I'm upset, you don't give a like you don't make me feel better about the fact that you're going out without me.
You are clearly not strong enough to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
If everything, if everything
you can't
boils, stop touching me.
Because guess
Stop
what?
touching
I
me.
could be
Stop touching me.
Okay. I could be strong enough if you played your f***ing part.
Why did you stay? I told you. Stop f***ing pushing me. I told you. Keep your hands off of me, my nigga. What is wrong with you?
Since there is no visual, and this is just audio, we only have limited information, but it does seem like in this particular situation, Sierra put hands on him first. And even though most people showed support for Wonye in the comments once again, others had opposing opinions. Maybe he was the aggressor, maybe the video is edited. It's not weird to consider an opposing viewpoint, especially during this serious of a situation. And the video is
Alright. I'm gonna fucking put all my takes together. I'm gonna crunch all the takes and all the dialogue. I'm just gonna go this. The thing is, abusive relationship. Both ways, both wrong. Everybody's fucking dog shit. I think that's just gonna be my take of the day.
edited. You can see the audio cuts out entirely for a few frames and skips to the point where
Everybody's acting in bad faith across the board. Across the board.
Sierra attacks him. Any video editor can confirm that this is what we call a jump cut, because when you look at different parts of the audio when there is silence in the conversation, you can still see a tiny fuzzy audio waveform, because natural background noise is still being picked up. However, this cut goes perfectly dead silent, which indicates something was removed from the conversation. And
I assume both because there's not a lot of pushback in text messages. Plus, the TV thing matches her story. I don't think he contested that from what I've seen, right? She goes against him in that video. Seems like he probably went against her with some of the things that she posted. I gotta give a little bit of gap, a little margin of not knowing on both sides. Both crazy. Both, I think, just abusive relationship. Both sides. That's just what it is
also,
gonna be
if
for
you
the day.
listen to it back and forth, you can kind of hear there's a little bit of a jump.
I could be strong enough if you played your fucking part.
Why did you stay? I told you. Stop fucking pushing me.
But Wonye is very upset with anyone who doesn't believe him, even though the overwhelming majority of people do.
Everything she's showing y'all and telling y'all is not true. So everybody keeps saying, "Oh, what about the pew pew?" Right? Since we can't say the G word on here, what about the pew pew? What is this? You want to know what that was? I can show you. That was this. You know what this is? This is a BB gun. This is not real. This is not a real gun. It's not real.
Dude, this guy's...
You shoot BBs. I got this
Oh,
for Christmas in
God.
2020. And the reason I was holding it like this while we was on FaceTime is because I was cleaning my apartment and this was sitting on the countertop. Now, when y'all saw the bruises and stuff that she...
Oh, guys. Boom, chat. Boom. Ready, chat? Ha, got you. It's not, wait, chat, it wasn't a real bomb. Chill, yo. Got him. Dude, come on, brother. Come on, brother.
No way.
Jesus, brother.
Then when I post a video of literal proof that she's the aggressor, that I'm the one who's being abused, now you want to switch it up. Now I got her to that point. I'm
Chat,
gaslighting her. I'm a manipulator. I'm this,
Officer,
I'm that.
want to see my wallet?
reputation
Okay, I'm
is
done.
going down the drain because of these false allegations, and y'all keep entertaining it.
The reason people keep entertaining this situation is likely because he keeps making live streams and videos giving everyone the fine details. How can two people post some of the deepest, most complicated, and graphic details about their relationship and then get mad at people on the internet for getting involved and asking questions? Y'all are the ones posting about it. Finally, the back and forth ended and he seemingly disappeared for a month. And while we were hoping that it's because the two were handling this off of the internet, Wanye claims something much worse happened. On Mother's Day, May 12th, 2024, Wanye posted on Instagram that Sierra took their child and ran off to California without his approval. If you weren't sure before, now we can all agree that this has gone too far. Wanye went on the No Jumper podcast to explain the story from start to finish, but the overarching message was that he just wants his son back. He wants to see his son. He doesn't even care about his reputation or his relationship. He just wants to be a father.
It's just kidnapping. Flat out, is it not? You guys, am I wrong on my law shit? Is that not just kidnapping?
Believe.
If they have joint custody and one of the parents leaves with the kids forcibly and you can't reach the child in any way, even with attempts, isn't that just kidnapping?
She doing this to me because, like I said, you don't know me, bro. This girl, if anybody know I don't deserve this shit, it's her, bro. It's her. She know this. She know I'm not this type.
You're saying they all only want the fame, blah, blah. You can make this argument when people are using the fame, right, as a tool or a vehicle, right? If they're not posting anything and making any revenue off the fame, whatever, this is a useless blabbing, brother. Like, you can't make that argument. It doesn't hold.
Type of man, bro. She know this. And she doing this shit because she mad at me, bro. She ruining my fucking life, bro. Cause she mad. I miss my son, bro. I ain't seen my son in a month, cuz. I ain't seen my son in a month, bro. I miss that nigga every night, bro. She could leave, bro. She could leave. I don't need her, bro. How you gonna go to across the country with my son, bro, and don't even wanna FaceTime me? Man.
At the end of the day, domestic situation.
Dude. No way. Brother, ain't no way. Chat. In joint custody, that's just kidnapping.
Are extremely complicated. It definitely seems like these two are toxic together, and neither of them seem completely innocent. But even with all the stuff we have seen in this video, there is barely any real evidence to determine who is right and who is wrong. And we're not a jury, and they're not going to get the police involved, so we're never really going to know what actually happened. Airing out this entire situation on the internet was most definitely not smart. Sierra even admitted the whole reason why she escalated the situation in the first place was because he kept going on the internet and trashing her. Definitely doesn't justify her running away with the child.
If there's no custody agreements, there's a de facto custody agreement 100%. There always is a default to most legal situations on which things are the way that they are now, like this, right? And that has rules.
But every time either of them talked about their conflicts publicly, it just got worse. All we can do now is pray for the safety of the child and hope that they can come together and settle their differences privately. There have been some updates since recording this video. Wanye posted an Instagram story of him in a courtroom and a photo of him and his son saying, "See you soon." A few days later, he posted a video of him and his son together, seemingly reconnected.
Chad, that wasn't too bad, that wasn't. Anyway.
Pushing.
Now you want to.
How you gonna go?
Yeah,
You probably know a lot about cases like this from your own experience. I like your takes when they come from everything you've learned by learning firsthand from lawyers. We need more reacts like this. Sniffer.
Was that like a diss or something, or what? Was that like a diss? So was that like a side jab or something, or what? Because it is true. I kind of know how this
Have
shit.
you ever done a sober stream, brother?
Anyway.
Yo, this is X on the
Yeah.
beat, yo. Okay.
My voice as well.
That ass.
Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Anyone knows that boy? I don't know, he's just so soy. Again, that was pretty
Good.
cool.